I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all have one for that.
Uh-huh.
The name of this play is Wanda's Visit. It was written by Christopher Durand. The scene is a comfortable home in Connecticut, not realistically designed though. Different areas represent different rooms. At Manhattan Theater Club, the setting was very simple, round table and 3 chairs. This is the home of Jim and Marcia. They enter and come to speak to the audience. They are attractive in their mid to late 30s. He is somewhat preppy, in somewhat preppy, relaxed clothes. Khaki pants, a button-down shirt. She's in a comfortable skirt and blouse with warm but pale colors. Her hair may be pulled back. Their manner in talking to the audience is that of telling a story, but also, perhaps, of explaining themselves to a marriage counselor. And Jim says,
"Our lives have been seeming dull for a while. You know, nothing major, but sometimes being quiet at dinner."
After 13 years, you run out of things to say, I guess, or else it's just a phase.
I think it's a phase.
Me too. It'll pass.
We've been married for 13 years.
Our anniversary was in March.
Oh, in March we went to dinner and tried to get drunk, but we just got sleepy.
We didn't try to get drunk.
I did.
We had a very nice time, but the wine made us sleepy.
We were in bed at 10:30, asleep in bed.
Well, we were tired.
And then the next week I got this letter from this old classmate of mine.
Wanda. He'd never mentioned her.
Well, she was just some girlfriend, you know, high school.
Wanda.
And Wanda wrote me saying she'd like to visit. And I asked Marcia if she'd mind.
I have trouble saying no. Most women do, I think. It's not pleasing or something. Anyway, Jim got this letter.
And Wanda said she was going to be in our neck of the woods.
And I hate that phrase, neck of the woods.
And I asked if you'd mind, and you said it would be fine.
Well, I have trouble saying no. You know that. You should have said, "Are you sure?" or "Really?" or something.
Well, I didn't. And I thought it would be fun, you know, to mull over the old high school days, the prom, the high school paper. I was the editor.
And really, what a ball for me.
And Marcia didn't seem to mind. I mean, I can't be a mind reader. So I wrote Wanda back and told her we'd love to have her visit. I mean, really, it might have been fun. In high school, Wanda had been quite a looker.
And of course, what an enticement for me to meet an old high school fantasy. Lucky me.
So I set a date, and Marcia cleaned the house and baked a chicken.
Jim refuses to cook or clean.
I mow the lawn, you make the chicken.
We're old-fashioned, I guess.
And so we waited for her visit.
sound of a car driving up and stopping, and a door slams.
Oh, I'll go, honey. It must be Wanda.
And he goes off to greet Wanda. Marcia straightens up things one last time. Off stage, we hear great whooping and enthusiastic cries of, "Jim! Jim!" And Martha looks startled and curious. Wanda and Jim come into the room. Wanda is also late 30s, early 40s, but unlike Jim and Marcia, she is not in as good shape. Her clothes are a little gaudy. Her hair looks old or messy. She carries a sense of emotional disarray with her, but she also looks kind of fun and colorful.
Jim!
Wanda throws her arms around Jim with great abandon, and they hold this embrace as if her life depended on it. Marcia goes closer to them and waits patiently for the appropriate moment to be introduced.
Jim, oh, Jim.
And since the embrace doesn't seem to be ending,
Hello, I'm Marcia, Jim's wife.
they break up.
Oh, hello, nice to meet you. I was just so excited at seeing this guy. Hey, guy. Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. Wanda?
Are you expecting someone else?
No, it's just, well, you didn't you used to be blonde?
Yeah, and I didn't used to be fat either. Although I'm not really fat. My woman's group doesn't let me say that. I just have a food problem, and some of it shows. But I just lost 20 pounds. You should have seen me last month.
You seem quite thin.
Oh, you're sweet. I may look thin, but I'm really fat. Do you have anything I can eat?
Oh, well.
Oh, I'm just kidding. It was a joke. It seemed like this setup, you know. I talk about my weight, and then I say, can I have some food?
But if you're hungry.
I am not hungry.
Rosa, Marcia becomes friendly again, and to Jim.
Say, Jim, I love your wife. She reminds me of my mother. No, the positive side of my mother. Really, I like both of you.
Oh, thank you. I like both of you.
What?
I said I like you and I like Jim.
You better. You're married to Jim. You lucky dog, you. Oh, give me another hug, guy.
And Wanda gives Jim another bear.
Why don't we go into the living room?
Wanda careens into the living room area and looks around. They follow.
Oh, I love this room. It's so country. Did you do it, Marcia?
Well, we bought the furniture. I never thought of it as doing it, actually.
Oh, it's wonderful. And I should know because I have terrible taste.
What?
I mean, I can evaluate good taste in others because I have such bad taste in all my own choices. For instance, my house looks like the interior of a Baskin Robbins. Everything is plastic and there are all these bright yellows and dark chocolates. Really, the only thing worse than being married to me is to have me decorate your house.
Well, I'm sure you underestimate yourself, Wanda.
Isn't he a dreamboat? You're a dreamboat. Well, say thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have anything to eat? Pretzels or something?
Well, dinner should be ready soon.
Oh, Lord, I don't want dinner yet. Just some pretzels would be good. Something to munch on.
Would you like some pâté?
Pâté. Where did you get her, honey? The back of the New Yorker? Sure, honey. I can eat pâté as long as you have crackers with it. And maybe some pretzels.
Fine, I'll be right back.
She exits into the kitchen.
Oh, Jimbo, she's a jewel, an absolute jewel.
Wanda sits next to him on the couch.
Thank you. We've been married 13 years.
Oh, an unlucky number. But she's a jewel. I hope she's not hard like a jewel, just precious.
Yes, she's very precious.
Good.
You know, I hate to say this, but I don't recognize your face, actually.
That's very perceptive, Jim. I've had plastic surgery, but it wasn't the fancy schmancy kind to make your face look better. It was so they couldn't find me.
Who could find you?
I don't want to talk about it. Not on the first night, at least.
Now you piqued my interest.
Oh, you men are always so impatient.
Wanda squeezes his knee. Marcia comes in with the pâté and notices the knee squeezing. Marcia sits down with the pâté. Wanda is seated between Jim and Marcia.
Here is the pâté.
Thanks, honey. I'll just have the crackers.
Munches enthusiastically on a cracker.
Stoned wheat thins. I love this. She's a jewel, Jim.
I know. You're a jewel, Marcia.
Thank you. Would you like a drink?
Wanda pauses for a moment, then begins to sob very genuinely.
Don't feel you have to have a drink.
Wanda, what's the matter?
Oh, I don't want to burden you or your wife, but
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure we'd love to be burdened. I mean, if it would help you.
Yeah, so tell us what's the matter.
Oh, I don't know where to begin. I'm just so unhappy.
Gosh, Wanda, what is it?
And Wanda pulls herself together and tries to explain why she felt so upset.
Well, it all started this summer after high school graduation. Jim and I had gone to the prom together, and though of course nothing had been said, everyone just kind of presumed he and I would get married.
Really? Who presumed this?
Well, everyone. My mother, my father, me, everyone.
Gosh, I mean, I knew we dated.
Dated, Jimbo. We were inseparable. From about February to the senior year to June of the senior year, we spent every spare moment together. You gave me your class ring. Look, I have it right here.
She searches through her purse.
Oh, no, I can't find it.
Keeps looking.
Jim gave me the nicest engagement ring.
Now where is it?
Wanda dumps out the messy contents of her purse, looking through the mess.
No, here's the prescription for Seconal I always carry with me in case I feel suicidal.
I don't think any of the pharmacies are open this late.
Wanda stares at Marcia for a moment like a child who's crying and has suddenly been distracted. Before she can go any further, comprehending whatever Marcia said, Jim speaks up.
Forget about the ring, Wanda. Tell us why you cried a few minutes ago.
Isn't it obvious?
Isn't what obvious?
Seeing the path not taken. I could have had a happy life if I had married you. Excuse me for talking this way, Marcia. I just want you to know how lucky you are.
Oh, that's fine, whatever.
No, not whatever. Jimbo.
And she kisses him, looks at Marcia, speaks to Jim.
You see, I do that in front of Marcia's shows so she knows how lucky she
Thank you.
is.
I feel lucky.
Well, don't you forget it. Are you listening to me?
No one else is speaking.
Oh, I love her sense of humor. So anyway, after the prom, Jimbo went away for the whole summer and he didn't write to me.
I didn't know you wanted me to.
And then you and I went to different colleges, and then when you didn't write me, I was heartbroken.
Really? I'm terribly sorry. I thought we were kind of casual. I mean, we were 17.
I was 18. They held me back in 3rd grade.
Wanda, if you felt this way, why didn't you tell me at the time? You haven't said anything in 20 years.
Well, I've been very busy, and it's hard to be open about emotions, especially painful ones.
Chomps on a cracker.
So then I went to Ann Arbor, and oh, Jim and Marcia, I'm so ashamed to tell you this. I was promiscuous.
Oh, really?
Yes. Gosh, these crackers are sure making me thirsty. When you offered me something to drink, I didn't think it was going to be my one chance.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like something to drink?
Yes, thank you, Marcia. Anything at all, preferably with vodka.
Marcia exits off to the kitchen.
She really is, Joel. She really is. Now, where was I?
You were saying you had been promiscuous.
It was awful. I became a campus joke. But it was because I was so drowning my sorrow, you see, in flesh.
In flesh? Oh, well, that's too bad.
There was this one night a whole bunch of guys from the football team stood outside my window and they chanted my name.
Wow. Oh, well, at least you made an impression.
Yes, but it was because I was missing a certain somebody. And also I like sex.
Marcia comes in just in time to hear this last remark.
Marcia's here. Hello, Marcia. We missed you.
Here's your drink. I hope you like Kool-Aid.
Oh, I love it.
And she drinks the whole thing.
Delicious.
Marcia looks disappointed.
So anyway, the campus minister once had to give a whole sermon against me, which made me feel just awful. And all because I was pining for you, Jim.
Oh, I wonder if I should check on the chicken.
Oh, please don't go just now.
Jim gets up to stand by Marcia.
And of course, I was raised Catholic, so I knew what I was doing was very, very wrong, but I was so unhappy.
Jim and Marcia stare at her for a little while.
Oh, there, Wanda.
Yeah, there.
And then my second husband gave me herpes, and every time the first one would call to threaten my life, it would trigger an outbreak.
Marcia sits back down in a chair. Jim sits on the arm.
Herpes is often set off by emotional turmoil, you know.
Oh, yes, I've read that.
Oh, and then I thought, the hell with men, maybe I should become a lesbian. I tried that, but the problem was I just wasn't attracted to women, so the whole experiment was a dismal failure.
Doesn't anyone want dinner yet?
Oh, Marcia sounds hungry. Sure, honey, let's eat.
Wanda bounds up and moves to the dining table. Jim and Marcia follow. The dinner is not realistically done. It may be mimed with plates and silverware, etc.
Oh, the dinner looks beautiful. Marcia, you're so talented as a homemaker. Now, where was I?
Something about you were promiscuous.
Well, I don't like to use that word. I slept around uncontrollably. That's what I prefer to say. Did you ever do that, Marcia?
No, I didn't. I was a late bloomer.
And so then there was that guy from prison, and there was his father, Fred. Did I tell you about Fred? Well, Fred said to me, I married you because I thought you would be my anchor in the port of life. But now I think you're stark raving mad.
Oh, could I have the salt, please?
And I said, you think I'm crazy. Who's the one who has hallucinations and thinks that shoes go on the hands instead of the feet? Not me, buddy boy.
Did he take drugs or
Oh,
something?
please don't ask her questions.
What?
I mean, I want you to tell the story your own way.
Oh, thank you, Marcia. You know, Jim, I really feel close to Marcia.
I'm glad. Could I have the salt, please?
Sure, honey.
Passes him salt.
Don't you just love him? So, one day the washing machine blew up and Fred said to me, you did that. Everything about you is chaos. I'm leaving and I'm taking tranquility with me.
He actually said tranquility.
Don't ask her questions.
Tranquility was our dog.
Oh.
And I said, I'm the one who fed Tranquility and walked her and took care of her worms. And she used to throw up on the rug, and of course you can't just leave it there.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Marcia, are you all right?
I'm fine.
I hope my talking about vomit didn't make you feel sick.
No, it's fine.
Marcia has left the dining room and gotten to the bathroom area. She holds her head in pain and leans on the wall for support. She just couldn't stand to be at the table for another minute.
She's a little hard to talk to.
I think she had a hard day.
Really? What did she do? Spend it making up the guest room for me?
Oh,
Really, I can sleep anywhere. I think I'm being evicted tomorrow anyway, so I prefer not to be there.
well, that's too bad.
I roll with the punches. I enjoy the little things in life. I enjoy colors. I like textures. I like silk and cotton. I don't like corduroy. I don't like ridges.
Hold on to that thought. I'll be right back.
Jim exits and goes to the bathroom area where he finds Marcia still crouched or leaning.
Are you hiding in the bathroom?
I need aspirin. Then I just couldn't go downstairs again. When is she leaving?
I think she's staying overnight.
What?
I think she's staying,
Did she say that or did you say that?
Wanda, bored, alone, bounds into the bathroom area with them. The area is small and they're all crowded together.
What are you two talking about?
oh, nothing. Marcia was just brushing her teeth.
It's so intimate brushing your teeth, isn't it? When you live with someone, you don't have any secrets. I remember David said to me, why didn't you tell me you had herpes? And I said, I forgot, okay? People forget things, all right? And he said, not all right, and I'm going to have this for life. And I said, so what? You have your nose for life. Is that my fault?
Yes, but his nose wasn't your fault, while...
What?
Nothing. I see your point.
So then I thought I'd stay out of relationships for a while, and I went to work for this lawyer. Only he wasn't a regular lawyer. He was a kingpin.
A kingpin?
Of crime. He was a kingpin of crime, only I didn't realize it. Eventually, of course, I had to get my face redone so they couldn't find me. But I better not say anything more about this right now.
Jim says you were expecting to stay overnight.
Thank you, I would love to. I feel I'm just starting to scratch the surface with old Jimbo here. Jimbo, do you remember that girl with the teeth who won homecoming queen? What was her name?
I don't remember. She had teeth?
Big teeth.
I would like to leave the bathroom now.
What?
Well, we need to make up your room for you. I didn't know you were, well, we need to make it up.
Oh, I hope there's a quilt. I love quilts.
I'll look for one.
Wanda stares at her, happy, but doesn't get out of the way.
You have to move, or I can't get out of the bathroom.
I'm holding you hostage.
What?
Isn't it awful the way they take hostages now? It reminds me of my life with Augie. He was really violent, but he was really little, so I was able to push him down the stairs.
Jim and Marcia look at one another, a little alarmed by the hostage exchange. Lights change, prominent sound of a clock ticking. Time is passing. Wanda, Jim, and Marcia standing in a hallway area about to say their good nights.
Oh, you guys, it's been a great evening. I can't believe we played games for 4 hours.
I'm really sorry I shouted at you during Monopoly.
Oh, that's okay. I know somebody who got killed playing Monopoly.
But you were really good at charades.
Thanks. But I'm sorry I broke the lamp.
Oh, it's perfectly all right. Now the guest room is right down this hall.
Well, good night, you two. See you in the morning.
Good night.
Wanda exits off to the guest room. Jim and Marcia go to their bedroom, or rearrange the set to stand in for a bedroom, move 2 chairs together into a bed, etc. They're too tired to talk. They kiss one another briefly, close their eyes to go to sleep. Wanda enters wrapped up in a quilt.
Oh, is this your bedroom? Oh, it's so pretty.
Jim and Marcia open their eyes, very startled.
Is something wrong with your room?
No, it's lovely. Although it's not as nice as here. But then, this is the master bedroom, isn't it?
Can I get you a pill?
No thanks, Marcia. Oh, I love this bedroom. I feel very enveloped here. It makes me never want to leave.
Wanda pulls up a chair right next to their bed, keeps wrapped up in her quilt.
I just love New England. I worked at Hartford for 3 weeks once as a receptionist in a sperm bank.
Oh, Wanda, I'm sorry. I really think I need to sleep.
You can sleep, I won't be offended. So I got fired from the sperm bank, and then I went to Santa Fe, because I heard the furniture was nice there.
The clock ticks, time passes. Jim and Marcia change positions in bed.
And then Arthur's ex-wife kept making threatening phone calls to me.
Clock ticks, James and Marcia change positions, now look more uncomfortable.
And I said, Billy, why didn't you tell me you were 16?
Clock ticks.
And then the policeman said, let me see your pussy. And I thought, hey, maybe this way I won't get a ticket.
The clock ticks.
And Leonard said, Wanda, you are a worthless piece of trash. And I said, don't you think I know that? Do you think this is news?
Clock ticks.
And Howard said, he wanted me to kill his mother. And I said, are you crazy? I've never even met your mother. And he said, all right, I'll introduce you.
Jim and Marcia close their eyes, either asleep or pretending to be. Wanda looks over at them suspicious.
Are you asleep, Jim? Marcia?
Wanda looks to see if they're asleep. She shakes their shoulders a bit to see if she can wake them.
Jim? Marcia? You're not pretending to be asleep, are you, Jim? Marcia?
Wanda opens Marcia's eyelid with a finger.
Yes,
I was just checking to see if you were asleep.
yes I am. Good night, sleep well.
Good night.
Wanda takes her comforter, curls up at the bottom of their bed. Then she pulls the blankets off of them and onto her. Jim doesn't notice he's asleep for real. Marcia is startled but gives up what to do. Lights dim. Lights up for morning. Wanda sound asleep. Jim and Marcia wake up, abruptly leave the bedroom for a dining room.
You know, she doesn't snore. I'm really surprised.
Want some coffee?
I think I'd like some heroin.
Maybe Wanda has some connections.
Oh, I'm sure she does. Oh, God, why does she sleep on our bed? She seemed like some insane nightmare golden retriever.
Now I feel sorry for her.
Well, good for you. Was she always this way?
Well, she was always vivacious.
I see. High school prom queen, girl most likely to get herpes.
Lots of people get herpes.
Yes, but they don't talk about it for 3 hours.
Why are you so hostile to her? Is it because she's attracted to me?
Yes.
Marcia goes up to the kitchen.
Are you getting coffee?
Marcia returns with 2 coffee mugs, one of which she kind of shoves at Jim.
And are you attracted to her?
Now, come on, Marcia. She's an emotional mess.
You're putting up with it very patiently. Why is that?
Well, that's because I feel sympathy for her. She's someone I knew once who had life, and look what's happened to her.
She's attracted to you.
Now, don't make a big thing out of it. It's just slightly interesting for me, that's all.
Well, fine. I understand. I think I'll make a trip to the nearest loony bin and find some mental patient who finds me attractive. Then I'll bring him home and make you suffer through a 48-hour visit while he drools on the carpet.
Oh, come on, stop making such a big deal out of this. It's no deal. It's just, well, haven't you ever found it kind of exciting if someone finds you attractive?
I've forgotten. I'm going to the A&P. I have to get out of here.
Marcia grabs her purse and exits.
Don't be mad.
With his coffee, he walks after her, but Wanda, stirring on the bed, hears him.
Is that life out there?
You awake?
Jim comes back to the bedroom area holding his coffee mug.
Do I smell coffee? Oh, thanks, Jimbo.
She takes Jim's coffee, thinking it's for her.
I love this. You're like a little house slave. I knew I should have married you. Where's Marcia? Did she wake up dead or something?
No, she went to the A&P.
Oh, that's terrible of me to say. I don't want her dead. I was just teasing because I'm jealous of what she has.
Oh, I'm not so special.
Oh, Jimbo, you are.
Wanda starts to get up, then shows a grimace of pain, a bit flirtatious.
Oh, I've slept wrong on my back, I think. You know, a tense muscle or something.
Oh, your back is sore? I'm not a professional masseur, but do you want me to rub it?
Oh, would you?
Wanda pretty much flops over in delight. Jim starts to massage her back, sort of in the center.
It's the lower back, Jimbo.
Oh,
He starts
okay.
massages her lower back.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Marcia comes
Oh.
back in the house holding the purse and car keys. She stops and hears Wanda's moaning. She marches into the bedroom, finds Jim and Wanda in the midst of their orgasmic back rub.
I'm back, if anyone cares.
Oh, Marcia, I didn't hear the car.
Oh, I don't blame you. It was very noisy here.
I'm giving Wanda That is, her back hurts.
He gives the most wonderful back rub.
Oh, I'm so pleased to hear it. Do you need the number of a back specialist, perhaps? I could call my doctor. If you can't walk, we can arrange for an ambulance to take you there.
No, Marcia, please, it's really quite innocent.
Hey, Marcia, really, I know who's your guy. You're her guy, Jimbo. It's just my back hurt.
Yes, I follow what you say. Probably tension in the lower back. I have a tension headache in the back of my head today. It feels like it might split open. I think I'll go lie down in the guest room that you never got to. Jimbo, when you finish with her back, the car has a flat tire on the corner of Pleasant View.
Wanda and Jim mime eating from their plates.
Oh, I think I know someone. Hi there. Oh, no, I don't know them. Never mind, I thought you were my gynecologist.
You thought he'd be up here?
Well, he travels a lot. He also sells encyclopedias.
Wanda re-enters with a tray of wine glasses, gives each person a wine glass. Wanda laughs. Here is your wine.
They didn't have Kool-Aid.
White Zinfandel was the closest we could get, madam.
Well, all right. Here's mud in your eye.
Everyone drinks. All of them share their drinks in several quick gulps, or finish their drinks in several quick gulps, and the waiter starts to leave.
Waiter,
Makes a signal to waiter for another round. Waiter nods and exits.
I can't believe they don't have octopus. It's a delicacy.
well, that trout's pretty good.
Yeah, but they put nuts on it or something.
Well, eat around them, maybe.
You know, Jim, tomorrow we should get out the old yearbook. You know, Marcia, you wouldn't believe how dashing he was back then. Not that you're not now, of course.
You're sure a shot for my ego.
I'd like to shoot your ego.
What?
Nothing. Go back to talking about high school. I'll try to achieve a Zen
She
state.
closes her eyes, puts her arms loose by her side, tries to relax her body.
I wonder where that waiter is with the drinks.
I'm sitting by a tree and there's a lovely breeze.
This restaurant is so adorable, this whole town. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of maybe moving up here to the country with you all, finding a little house to rent. There's nothing happening in my life right now. This might be just the change I need.
The waiter arrives with 3 more glasses of wine, which passes out to them. Marcia's eyes are open again. Wanda's comments Wanda's comments above pretty much blew her attempt at a Zen state.
I'm also almost through with my facial surgery. I've had everything done on my face except my nose. I kept that the same.
You're right. I recognize your nose now. Yes.
Will there be anything else?
What? Done to my face?
Anything else I can do for you at the restaurant?
We wanted 3 more glasses of wine.
Oh, I just brought them.
Oh, so you did. Well, thank you.
The waiter leaves. Wanda starts to eat her fish.
So you're going to move up here, are you? Going to sweep up and stick your feet in the ground and root yourself in our little neck of the woods, are you?
Marcia, we don't own this area.
I feel differently. I don't want you moving here. Is that clear? I don't want you invading my life with your endless ravings anymore. Is that
Waiter
clear?
returns. Wanda keeps eating, seemingly just listening to what's being said, finding it interesting rather than upsetting. Is everything all right?
No, everything is not all right. This woman is trying to invade my life, and this man is too stupid to see it and hide from her. Don't you realize she's insane?
Marcia, could we just finish dinner?
No,
please?
I'd like the check.
Are you unhappy with your fish?
I'm very unhappy with it. It has too many bones in it.
Almost on cue, Wanda starts choking on a bone. She gasps and chokes. Jim, Marcia, and the waiter look at her shocked for a moment.
Shouldn't one of us do that? Heimlich maneuver?
I don't want to do it. I don't like her.
Wanda looks startled even in the midst of choking. She keeps choking and pointing at her throat.
Marcia,
No,
waiter, can you do it?
I don't know how to do it yet. This is my first day. Can't you do it?
Oh, very well.
Jim gets up and gets the choking Wanda to stand. He stands behind her and then, not sure what to do, puts his arms under her arms and locks his hands behind her neck. That is, he puts her in a half Nelson and keeps jerking her head forward with his hands, hopefully as if she fits her choke.
Oh, for God's sake.
Marcia gets up, pushes Jim away. She stands behind Wanda, puts her arms around Wanda's lower stomach, and then rather violently and suddenly pulls her arms into Wanda's lower stomach. This does the trick, and Wanda spits out the bit of fish and bone and starts to breathe again. Wanda sits back down exhausted.
Oh, thank God, I thought I was a goner.
Suddenly into the restaurant burst two men with handkerchiefs tied around their mouths and carrying guns. They aim their guns at everyone, but make straight for Wanda. The man says, "There she is."
Oh my God, they found me.
The men grab her and, pointing the guns at everyone else, drag Wanda out of the restaurant.
Oh God, it's the kingpin. Help me. Jim, Jim.
All this happens very fast and very suddenly, and now Wanda is gone. Jim, Marcia, and the waiter seem stunned for a moment. A talking to the audience light comes on, and the waiter crosses down into it and addresses the audience. The next day at the restaurant was considerably less intense, and eventually, as time went on, I made head waiter. For a while, I linked the added responsibility for a while, I liked the added responsibility and the additional money, and then after a while, I realized I wasn't doing what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to be an actor, and then the story isn't really about me. And the waiter exits. Jim and Marcia look confused by the waiter's behavior and now address the audience themselves again. They also straighten the set a bit while they talk, and that is that it resembles their house as much as it was in the beginning.
Well, all that happened a few weeks ago. Wanda hasn't been found yet, but she's probably fine.
Oh, I feel guilty about what happened. I wasn't a good hostess.
Now, honey, she's probably fine. Wanda's sort of like a bacteria. Wherever she is, she seems to grow and go on and on just fine, so you shouldn't really feel bad.
Yes, but right before Wanda started to choke on the fishbone, I had this momentary stray thought of wishing she would choke on a fishbone, and then suddenly she did. I know it's not logical, but on some level I feel I tried to kill her. And then the thugs came and carried her away. I mean, in a way, ooh, it's just what I wanted.
Now, Marcia, you're not responsible for what happened.
I chose the restaurant.
Now, Marcia, you're not omnipotent. Besides, awful things are always happening to Wanda. She's like a magnet for trouble.
Well, it was just the most awful 2 days. 3 days counting meeting with the police.
But some good came out of it.
Yes, we had a big argument and that was good.
It cleared the air.
I said what I was feeling and it was mostly negative, but it was good to say it.
It cleared the air.
And one of the things I said was that we don't feel enough joy, or hardly at all.
Right, we don't feel joy much. So we joined an aerobics class.
To get the blood moving. When you move around, you tend to feel better.
And we're going to a marriage counselor who specializes in breaking down fear of intimacy in people who've known one another for over 10 years.
And of course, we fit that. And all told, I guess Wanda's visit helped to stir us up in a good way, all told.
Right.
Blessings come in unexpected ways.
Right.
Now, If only we were happy.
Hey, look out toward the audience, music plays, lights dim on Jim and Marcia.
Okay, we'll take a break now.
Yeah.